the answer seems to be, well, we're finding out. We are finding out.
That's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, you know? It's... offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You know, so you can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that. But, you know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing, you know, because I'm not doing it for the 200 egos in the room. I'm doing it for the 200 million people watching around who aren't winning awards, who aren't millionaires. And freedom of speech is so important these days. I've reached the age now where I don't care anymore. It's a sin. Not to joke about all the bad things, that's a waste, because that's exactly what we should joke about. If you can laugh in the face of adversity, you're bulletproof.
I said recently, before these riots happened, I said, you know, it would be, and I might have said this to you in private before, Jordan, but I say it would be madness to, if people from the Indian subcontinent made up 3% of your population, it would be madness to try to demoralize that population or to try to find ways to just say that they were nothing and never had been anything, and it was sort of best if they just tried to sidle through their lives without harming anyone. Why would you do that to 3% of the population? Among other things, it's rude, it's cruel, it's unusual, and that 3% of the population is a significant amount of the population. You don't want to demoralize 3% of the population. Okay. Why would you do that to a majority? Who is so insane that they want to do this to majority populations? And the answer seems to be, well, we're finding out. We are finding out.
All the time. Yeah, that's the hill I die on. Freedom of speech is fundamental. You can't have a free society without it. It's good for everyone. It's a good system. Attacks on comedy, yeah, ludicrous. A lot of it's faux. Outrage. It's people owning each other now, innit? Wielding power. That sort of virtual signaling it's meaningless. It's when people pick up on things and they want to be, they're the ones that want to get credit for the hashtag. They want to be known as the person who, you know, and it's pure. It gets ridiculous to the point where everyone wants a piece of it. So it's basically going, look at me. I'll pick up on the tiniest thing. That's how perfect I am. That's how brilliant and woke I am. That I don't, and they start eating their own, because it's a form of sort of dogmatic purity where if they can't own the other side, they purify their own side to make them better. So, yeah, it's ludicrous. Ignore it. Just ignore it. They can't do it. Just ignore it. Someone says, oh, you can't say that. I go, yeah, all right, yes, oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, bye.
Well, okay, let's delve into that on the ideational front. I mean, I would say, who would want to do that? Well, my sense is that it's this metastasization of Marxism. It's the spirit that metastasized Marxism that's bringing this about, and consciously. And so you have the people that hold the center, the majority of people who approximate some implicit ideal, however poorly. And then you have people who are perhaps unable to do that, or who are unwilling to do it, or who are even opposed to it. And they occupy the margin, and there's many of them. There are a plethora. And the postmodernists, especially the modern queer theorists, let's say, want to bring that margin into the center by whatever means necessary. Now, I think there's a profound philosophical misunderstanding that accompanies that desire. Although if the underlying desire at the base is just the desire for chaos, which is certainly possible, then it's not a mistake, it's not a bug, it's a feature. But, you know, we we tend to believe in the West that an idea has its opposite, and that progress might be obtained by watching the war of a thesis and its antithesis.